afternoon. Welcome to Graduations 2022. My name is Gerben van die Kerk. It's fantastic being here. Are you happy to be here this afternoon? We are very, very, very happy to have you here. Just a couple of announcements, if you don't mind. Now, if someone can't be here this afternoon, we do have a live stream available for them. That's at livestream.ufs.ac.za. Children under the age of 10 should be accompanied by an adult and must be strictly monitored to prevent disturbances to the program. It goes for a couple of husbands as well. Now, special seats are allocated towards the back of the venue for parents with children or with unruly husbands. You can just make use of that at the back. The university makes use of official photographers. They are here today, and they're going to give us a little bit a briefing a little bit later. Please use them. Also, after the graduation ceremony, please do not take photos on the stage. We kindly request you're more than welcome to use the venue, but not the stage, please. Also, please, you wear your masks at all time. Graduates, you as well. It's during the ceremony, you'll be notified when you can take off your masks. But everyone, please just keep your masks on. And also, if you leave, please take your masks with you. We have a nice collection already. We don't want to add to it necessarily, so please just take it with you. Now, during the ceremony, please stand as the processions enter the hall and remain standing until the congregation has been constituted by the Chancellor, Rector, and the Vice-Chancellor. Avoid moving around during the ceremony and leaving the hall to avoid disturbing proceedings. Please keep your cell phone on silent. Now, today is a time to celebrate, and we're going to ask you to really appreciate and enjoy each graduate, but please make the celebrations short so we can hear the next candidate's name, just to make it fair for everyone, please. After the ceremony, the singing of the national anthem, please remain standing until the main procession has left the venue. Now, in a couple of moments, we're going to cross over to live drone footage as the procession makes their way to the Kalima for 2022 graduations. Now, I'm going to ask Ronald Nell from Gordon Harris Photography. He's going to run through the proceedings of today, and it's very important for the graduates just to take note to make sure that you take fantastic and beautiful photos, especially with those nice shoes. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Graduations 2022. Ronald.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sure. I would just like to explain the procedure that you need to follow when you come to the stage today. First of all, very important, when you come forward, that you have three things in your possession. The first is your name card that the institution gave you. The second, your hood or belt, which should be over your arm. And lastly, this yellow card we gave you and asked you to complete. Please make sure the card's completed and that you do bring it with you when you come forward. You will then be asked to stand up row by row. When you get up, you're welcome to take your mask off and leave it on your chair. You're going to queue down the side there where there are stickers indicated on the ground for social distancing, so please adhere to those. And then from here, you'll come onto the stage one by one. Where Mishak is standing now, right in front of this lectern, there's a square box or square marker on the floor, on the carpet with black tape. Please stand on that marker and hand your name card to the dean, who will introduce you to the audience. And when your name is read out, we will take the first photograph of you from a camera situated in the middle of the audience here. So please look in that direction to ensure you get a good photograph. Then you will proceed to the Chancellor, where you will kneel down, and your qualification will be conferred. You'll be capped. And when you are capped, we will take a photograph from the back of the stage. So very important that when you kneel down there, that you please don't look down. Please look the Chancellor in the eye. He wants to make eye contact. He wants to congratulate you. But also, when you look down, your hair and the tassel from your cap is going to come past your face, and it'll obstruct your photograph. So we will just photograph your hair if you have long hair. So please tuck your hair behind your ear, look the Chancellor in the eye, and that way you will ensure you get a good photograph. That is if you are receiving a degree today. For diplomas and certificates, you will just stand where Mishak is standing now. The Chancellor will be standing, and you will just pause there for a moment in front of him and acknowledge. You have to stop and bow your head for your qualification to be conferred. Please don't just walk past him at that point. So just stop there for a moment. And then from there, you're going to go to the end of the stage where the registrar will take your hood and place it over your shoulders. And when this band comes over your eyes, we're going to take another photograph from a camera situated in the audience there. Once again, when the band comes over your eyes, please do not look down or bend down, because that's the exact moment the photograph is taken. From there, you're going to go down the ramp to the tables on the side there where you will receive your certificate. And from there, you'll follow your way back to your seat again. And then we ask that you immediately put back your mask once you are seated. Now, it's important that you know these photographs are taken of everyone. We do photograph every graduate. However, should you want these photographs, you need to order them. And you can order them from the photographers in the exams building, in the exam hall 6. We also have a number of studios set up there, so you're welcome to bring your family and friends for any other photograph that you'd like to have taken. And then lastly, if you don't have one of these yellow cards, please just raise your hand and someone will bring.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as acting Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding and conferral of qualifications in the Faculty of Humanities. I therefore award and confer qualifications to and on all the candidates presented by the Dean of the faculty to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award and confer qualifications to and on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. You may be seated. Dear students and distinguished guests, welcome to the graduation ceremony of the University of the Free State. We are especially pleased that your graduation ceremony can take place in person and in the presence of the university congregation. We had 2 years where we couldn't meet like this, and it's fantastic that we could actually get together at this day today, and on this day today, to attend a graduation ceremony. Today is a memorable day and a culmination of the time you spent here at the University of the Free State. You are not only becoming an alumnus of this fantastic and great institution. In fact, the University of the Free State this year is 118 years old. An institution that has got deep traditions, that has got fantastic heritage, and got fantastic history that we can build on for the future. Congratulations to our graduates and those that will receive diplomas and certificates this afternoon. This is a special day indeed, and it is certainly heartwarming to see so many of you being here and being conferred these well-deserved qualifications this afternoon. You should be proud of your achievements. At the same time, you would not have reached this milestone without the support of many people around you. Let us also acknowledge and express gratitude to our support structures, the parents, the family, loved ones, extended family members, the community, the guardians, and then obviously our lecturers, our academic staff that have taken you through the journey whilst you were at the University of the Free State. As you venture into the world, you will find yourself contemplating what your role in the world is and what kind of world you want to live in. Sometimes the road ahead can be challenging and complex. However, remember that the skills of hard work, resilience, determination, and focus will help you forge ahead. And I think it is the fact that when we have a qualification, when we had the opportunity to engage with other students, and you have an understanding what knowledge means, the knowledge is not only knowledge for your own sake. You also grow as an individual, but it's also important to remember that we also have to give back, and we have to look out for others. And we have seen that played out in the pandemic, but we also have recently seen that in the flooding and the floods in KwaZulu-Natal and in the Eastern Cape, where a lot of our fellow citizens, South African citizens, has been impacted negatively. And some of them are also colleagues, staff, and students from this university. And we need to think about that, and we also need to assist where necessary. Also be mindful that collective and individual responsibility is important to our success. This became very clear during the pandemic. Reach out to others. Lend a helping hand wherever you can. Support each other. Involve yourself in your communities. And most of all, be kind and be human. So, as graduates, I am proud of your resilience. You are truly inspiring, and I'm confident that you are well prepared to embrace the future and flourish in anything you set your mind to. So be brave, be bold, and make a difference to this world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Peterson. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Gordley Vatoon, and I will be the program director for this first short part of the program. Firstly, I'd like to welcome the Rector and Vice Chancellor, Professor Francis Peterson, who you had the pleasure of listening to just now on stage. Also the Chairperson of Council, Mr. David Noko. Then I'd like to welcome my fellow Vice Rector, Dr. Malapo Kubela, and the Registrar, Mr. Nkile Nzababa. There is a representative of the campus, of the South Campus on stage, Ms. Geraldine Myers. Also the Deans and representative of Deans from the 7 faculties. The Executive Director, Student Affairs, Mr. Temba Tlasu. And the ISRC President, Mr. Simpiwe Dube. Just before we start with the musical item, I'd just like to share a few house rules with you this afternoon. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. Those who arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements are asked to refer to the bottom of page 2 in your programs. Today is a time to celebrate the achievements of each graduate. Hearing the full names of each student being announced is important to everyone. You are therefore kindly asked to limit your cheers and exclamations, making them short enough for everyone to hear the announcement of the next student's name. We strive to conduct the graduation ceremonies in a dignified manner and ask that you refrain from leaving the hall before the end of the proceedings to avoid any disturbances during the ceremony. You're also asked to keep your cell phones on silent during the duration of the ceremony. Lastly, I would like to ask that you all take your masks with you when you leave the hall, as the hall has to be prepared for the next graduation ceremony. We have the honor of listening to a musical item. The South African singer Amanda Black's singing career was officially launched with the release of her debut single, Amazulu, Amazulu in 2016. The album and song were nominated for Record of the Year at the South African Music Awards and Song of the Year at the Metro FM Music Awards. Performing the song with the graduation band and saxophonist Daniel Sironio, please welcome on stage one of our own students, Zama Zulu.
I'm drifting away into the darkness. There's a tatum twal on the big game all mama. Hubo mi bonzima. Just lift my head up high. Open my eyes and I'll fly. Oh, I'm feeling coping, I'm feeling close to it. Looking up, hoping the heavens will open. kudala disiwa ndivuka ndifuna noluthando ndifuna noluthando kudala ndifuna ubomi buvume bungamangonya bunga vuleka 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 masulu vuleka masulu vuleka masulu vuleka 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 masulu vuleka masulu vuleka masulu. I'm giving, they take it, tripping, I'm falling. Tell me I'm nothing, don't care what they're saying. I'm begging you, darling, stop losing your flow. No more drifting, no more drifting away. Live for me, likamaku. Avulekile masulu. I'm fighting for survival. Dilikahe, dilikahe, diinkonyama. Vuleka, 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 vuleka masulu, vuleka masulu, vuleka masulu, vuleka, 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 vuleka masulu, vuleka masulu, vuleka masulu.
That was beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you also to the band and the musicians. It is now up to me to introduce the Vice Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Professor Titwa Twala, who will present his candidates this afternoon. Professor Twala.
Acting Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduced to you. Faculty of the Humanities, higher certificates, diplomas, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and Doctor of Philosophy. Diploma in music. Wait. This. My notes, and stand there. Human L.J. obtained a diploma with distinction. Machema T.G. Moswaka M. Higher certificate in humanities Communication Studies and Anthropology option. Eckleton T.C. Khoba S.S. Kubega T. Mahapane MP. Malo T. Mboji F.A.B. obtained certificate with distinction. Modise M.R. Shibambu N.P. obtained certificate with distinction. Monoko T.L. Tele L.K.N. Higher certificate in Humanities, Communication Studies and Psychology. Berend K.P. Duma S.S. Fori N. Jasoni B.T.J. Gianne Z obtained certificate with distinction. Jojo Z K. Kale KDF. Kambula M. Khomu RG obtained certificate with distinction. Lisa TD. Litswalo TSP obtained certificate with distinction. Makhabane MJ. Maliho G obtained certificate with distinction. Marai NP. Maseu S. Masukwane MC. Modise PR obtained certificate with distinction. Muekezi NH. Mofokeng NG. Mokhuane LB. Mokotso T. Molebeledi RNM. Modieleng L. Mokgotsi MF. Motlatsi AM obtained certificate with distinction. Ngangaza Z. Nkhoke L. Nkumashe N. Ntako SP. Ntimotse T. Ntatleng TN obtained certificate with distinction. Porfolo E obtained certificate with distinction. Sikosana LL. Sira P obtained certificate with distinction. Spatala S. Tau RV. Tateng PR obtained certificate with distinction. Chabalala TD. Tsonda NT obtained certificate with distinction. Higher certificate in Humanities, Communication Studies and Sociology. Budirwa CP. Tlatswayo TR. Khoba NP. Libona PC. Kwanya PP obtained certificate with distinction. Lichwidi N. Limpane TE. Dipoko RP. Dichasane MQ. Makanye SP. Masiwu N. Matsime KG, Matebula J. Matume NNB. Mulehi OSS. Ngidi N. Pahlane ZS. Khatebe TP. Sibudi GJC. Siekwi RO. Sweli O obtained certificate with distinction. Kaole T. Higher certificate in Humanities, Political Science and Psychology. Dlamini L. Finger K. Lisa K. Kati A. Majola BH. Manyiwane PI. Murasili A. Ngamlane NKJ. Ntabati SQ. Zala F. Higher certificate in Humanities, Political Science and Sociology. Lisimula B. Ligunya NG. Mahlangu SB. Makapela MS obtained certificate with distinction. Matia PR. Mbata AA obtained certificate with distinction. Muikwatlai RP. Mulatudi MP. Pinar O. Kalase N. Zwane V obtained certificate with distinction. Higher certificate in humanities, psychology, and sociology. Africa M. By AP, BM obtained certificate with distinction. Baloi R. Koza SP. Liburu N. Low D. Majele D. Murakaye IA. Musuwane N obtained certificate with distinction. Mutaung MBL. Mpoje MI. Mtetwa N. Pony M. Kabang K. Higher certificate in music performance. Letaba T. Mutaung N. Mr. Acting Chancellor, the bachelor's degrees. Bachelor of Arts in Music. Mohalo LASV. Nkawe B. Stradom WML. Bachelor of Music. Bester L. Dupree K obtained degree with distinction. Ferreira R obtained degree with distinction. Acting Chancellor, Master of Music. Carstens M obtained degree with distinction. Novella A. Palmer CC. Stein C obtained a degree with distinction. Doctor of Philosophy in Music. Acting Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer doctoral degrees on the candidates presented to you, and the promoter is Dr. De Villiers.
With his thesis entitled An Investigation into a Proposed Syllabus for Tuba Performance Studies at South African Universities, George Foster contributes to scholarship in tertiary music studies, focusing on the design of a proposed syllabus for tuba performance studies. The qualitative study includes an integrative literature review, analysis of institutional documents, and interviews with leading national and international tuba lecturers. The results accumulated into the designing of a rubric for grading solo tuba repertoire and a proposed syllabus that lecturers may use as a basis for syllabus design. Acting Chancellor, I present to you Dr. George Foster.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You can go this way, please.
Thanks.
I think that is what graduations are all about. So congratulations, George. We all celebrate with you. I'd like to ask the Acting Chancellor and actually Vice Chancellor and Rector, Professor Peterson, to deliver a congratulatory message. Professor Peterson?
I think you can all give you another hand of applause. Well done. I think you will also agree with me that your achievements would not have been possible with the support of the loved ones. Those are your family members, guardians, community members, and I would like you to see if you can make eye contact with them in the audience and give them a warm hand of applause for that support. Our academics have also supported you during the period while you were studying here at the University of the Free State. Some of them are sitting on the platform, some of them are sitting on my right, and those that can't be here, I would like you to also show your appreciation for those in absentia for the wonderful work they have done to get you to this particular point, to our academics. The University of the Free State, as with many other universities, also consists of another group of staff which is called the support staff. They are the staff that make sure that ceremonies such as this are running smoothly. They are the people that make sure that our campuses and yourself as staff and student of our campuses are protected through our protection services. They are the cleaning staff, the catering staff, the staff that look after our residences. And often they are the staff that's not been recognized, particularly as these graduation ceremonies are focusing very much on the academic part of your journey. But you know that there is also a non-academic part of your journey that you need to have support to be able to complete your academic part successfully. At universities around the country, there's normally a ratio of 1:2 or 1:3 academic staff to support staff. We have more or less got a ratio of 1 to 2.5 at the University of the Free State. So out of the 5,500 staff that we've got, about almost 2/3 are support staff. And they're doing fantastic work. And I would like you to also give them a hand of applause for the work that they are doing. For those that will continue with their studies at the University of the Free State, I want to wish you well. I want to wish you all the success. Those that is going to leave the university, you will have to stay in contact with the university. You would become an alumnus of the University of the Free State. And we would like you to remain and keep in contact with this wonderful institution. So I would like to again say hearty congratulations to all of you that have received either certificates, higher certificates, diplomas, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and a one doctoral degree recipient. And I want to wish you well. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the proceedings for this afternoon. The university takes great pleasure in inviting all graduates and their guests to exam room number 4, where tea, coffee, and soft drinks will be served. The national anthem will now be played, and after that you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main and academic processions leave the hall. Can I ask you to please rise? By virtue of the power invested in me as acting Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.